Drunken difficulties. Please stand by. Guys, Games, and Beer will be back in a moment.
That was so funny.
Okay, now
I cannot believe how funny that was, guys.
Oh, you can
Never
never
missed such a good
You
moment
missed
on
it. You
G2B.
missed it. You're never going to be able to recreate that moment ever again.
Live from G2B Studio 64, it's a Guys, Games, and Beer podcast.
Yay! Beer carts.
We're doing it in fast forward because
Okay.
we've really already done this and the sound was off.
Okay, so beer cart. What are we doing?
Beer court, wait, I gotta get the stupid beer court thing on. Beer
fast forward.
Beer
You
court.
fast forward.
Wait, beer
I'm
court.
just gonna
Okay,
slow it
no,
down.
beer court. Beer court.
It's wheat beer. Do you put letters in wheat beer? I don't know.
Now we're just more medium.
You're drunk. Okay, there we go. So what we've got here is Boulevard wheat, unfiltered. We made some jokes about the fact that it's unfiltered. Somebody said they swallowed children in the corn. I thought maybe it was a stalk. I'm not sure. Got some seeds. All right, let's do this.
All right.
Taste it.
I'm halfway done with my bowels. Tell me to taste it.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. All right. So it is a wheat beer. Not a bad wheat beer.
I think it's actually pretty good.
You know what? I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I would.
I've just had some really good wheat beers in my life, so my standards.
You like your wheat beers.
I like wheat beers.
He
I'm
really
very-
likes
I'm
wheat
pretty
beers.
I
picky
like
about
wheat
them.
beer, so this was pretty.
All right,
pretty
this is
good.
not bad though. Four good, one medium. I mean, that's a solid wheat beer. So, if you're looking for a decent wheat beer, it's an unfiltered Boulevard wheat out of Colorado.
Kansas City.
I'm sorry, Kansas City. Out of Kansas City.
Someplace not Colorado.
Someplace not Colorado. Again, good summer brew. Probably good drinking. All right.
All right, charge one.
Someplace that was in
Judge Rob, verdict on this one?
Whew. Charge one of being unfiltered dirty bastard. I find you guilty. Charge two.
You're a dirty bastard.
Can get me drunk. Also guilty. Deferred sentence. Till
Are you
I drink
sure?
it.
It's only 4 point.
Yeah, you're going to have to try real hard to get drunk on this one. All right, so...
Pass me another one, will you?
Where there's a will, there is a way.
All right, so today we have a special guest, and our guest is...
Hi, I'm Pure Question or Taylor Miller. I am one of the programmers for Team D13, and we developed a little game called Monolith, which came out about 3 weeks ago. And I guess we're going to talk about that today.
Yes, we are.
Hi, special guest.
Hello. Hello.
I mean, we could talk about something else if you wanted to, but we kind of thought you might want to talk about your game.
Maybe
I'm here already. I wasn't really planning on leaving. If you want to talk about, whatever.
He has gone far and beyond to be on the show.
Yeah,
the
he
troubles he has gone through.
Yeah,
he's like running out of a generator in a shed.
Yeah, so
somewhere.
he is literally running on a generator right now so he can actually be on the show tonight.
So thank you for making it to the grand old Guys, Games, and Beer show.
And if you could see it, you're the delightful black box on the table.
Almost like a.
You are a handsome mahogany box, however.
Yes. With rich, dark tones.
Yes.
I've been keeping an eye on that box you got there. But
All right, so let's talk a little bit about Monolith. Why don't you go ahead and give us the rundown on what Monolith is as far as gaming goes?
All right, so Monolith is a bit of the so-called rogue-lite shoot 'em up. The roguelike shoot 'em up, a bit like The Binding of Isaac or an Enter the Gungeon or a game like that. Started development in early 2012 and only just recently finished. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it. Got a whole bunch of guns, got a whole bunch of enemies you can shoot those guns at. Got a whole bunch of bosses you can shoot those guns at a lot. And it's got 5-ish incredible floors of pulse-pounding action.
All right.
So not set in the typical fantasy style world.
Yeah, well, wait
But it has some fantasy style graphics, yeah.
Here we go with roguelike and rogueliting.
No,
don't you
do
start
that.
No, wait, no. You start. No. See, the problem was if we start talking about roguelike, it's not roguelike
It's the best.
in the fantasy sense. It's roguelike, and it's a procedurally generated
Well, sure,
play field.
but I'm saying that traditionally, a lot of these games have been in the fantasy No, like we're talking like
I'm okay with that statement.
the gauntlets.
Yes, but
Hack and
Gauntlet
slash.
is not roguelike, but
I understand, but I'm talking about the idea of that fantasy world.
fair enough.
all right. I'm gonna let Drunken Leopard have this one because I don't want to.
However,
I do not want to drone on
There's
about
some
rogue.
early examples of it not being, because you could set it in space. I mean, there's
Right.
like the hack games. Some of the-
Hey, I mean, we've got like ghosts and wizards.
yeah.
That's true. All right. So
That is absolutely true.
So much for not being in the fantasy realm.
And definitely there's like
Wizards are not fantasy
Dungeons.
realm.
I said so much for it not being in the fantasy realm.
Oh, okay.
It is in the fantasy realm at that point.
Although on the other hand, all the mages are actually also robots.
So,
All right. So continue
well,
on.
that's still Final Fantasy, right?
Continue on. So
But the ghosts, those are just ghosts.
well, there goes the next beer.
yeah, start drinking.
But
Rob.
there the other space ghosts.
This is all going to go downhill from here.
They're not mechanical ghosts.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
that is
Bring us back around,
Right.
Rob. Bring us back around, quick.
All right, we don't. Unfortunately, we don't have our buddy here who holds up the rogue-lite and rogue-like and rogue signs for us. I hate the term rogue-lite.
Light?
Light or
Rogue-lite.
Well, it says on its website, light.
Yeah, I know, but no, I just hate the term because it was added arbitrarily. It came out as kind of a degrading kind of term to say, well, this isn't quite a roguelike. And the problem is, the term roguelike is what becomes roguelike is very arbitrary. I got into it because I made this comment. I don't think it was on your review. It was on a different roguelite, something that's called a roguelite review. And somebody, said, well, that's not a roguelike. That's a roguelite.
Why don't we review the basic?
But no, I'm gonna get into it.
Wait. We're gonna rant down.
Okay.
We've already gone down this
Please.
rogue rabbit hole. We have to
Please.
stay on this rabbit
I
hole.
want to talk about this pretty game that is.
I'm going to in a second.
As soon
I
as he's
just
done
gotta get
ranting
past it.
about rogue.
I just gotta get past it. I gotta let it out. Okay, turn-based is not unique to roguelike. In fact, there's no one particular thing. It's a combination of a few things that make something a roguelike. Almost every one of those other of the features that makes a roguelike is in other game genres. It's a combination of them that make it roguelike. They tried to pull it from anything that doesn't have turn-based. Here's the problem. Not all turn-based games are roguelikes. Absolutely not. That is not true. Turn-based games have been around since the beginning of freaking time. Chess is a turn-based game. It is not a roguelike. You don't need turn-based to be roguelike.
What
They
if
did
it was procedurally generated chess?
I'd be willing to throw it in there. If it's got permadeath, I'm okay. Throw those three in. I'm good enough.
All chess have permanent?
Give it. You know what? Give me any three out of the pool, and I'm really okay with
Players
it.
back onto the board.
Checkers.
Oh, I thought you did chess too. No.
No.
Yeah, if just one of your enemies is an at
When
symbol.
was the last time you played chess?
Yeah, you can. Can't you have to get a pawn to the other side of the board? Yeah.
When you win chess, don't you get to shoot your opponent?
Well, in some cases.
Wait a minute.
Confused with Archon?
No, I'm sorry. I am actually. It's okay. All right. Let's get back.
You promote. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
When you put a pawn.
Yes,
you
you
All
promote.
right.
It's like-
So I'm over the rogue. All right. So my problem with roguelite is it is arbitrary and it's generally used to make it sound like it's a lighter game. However, most of the games that I found that are labeled as roguelites are just as deep, if not deeper, than many that are labeled as rogue. Have another drink.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Like something.
So it's bullshit. It's not light. It's something else. It's an action roguelike.
Right,
But
but
it's
it's
a
still
shooter roguelike. But it's not
light.
light
It's not a light
in any
game.
sense.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna die. By the way, in Monolith, you're gonna die in about 3 seconds.
Right. So
You'd
there's
be pretty
nothing,
pissed
there's
off.
nothing light about that.
Yeah, it takes a while to unlock some crap. So
What's funny is I think one of the most common complaints you've gotten so far is that the game is too easy.
What?
We're also really bad at video games.
Wait a minute. What do you
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
the
we're
game-
ama-
what do you
I'm
mean the game is
amazingly
too
bad.
easy?
Well, maybe it's because you keep playing them drunk.
Well, that might be too. But
I made no such complaint in my review.
I did not think the game was all that easy.
No, I thought it was hard too.
Well, the problem is a lot of people who do beat it, like we've gotten a lot of comments from people who are like, oh yeah, I beat it on my first try. Because they've played a lot of these similar games, because this is no longer like a new genre. Like,
I
the
think
Binding
they're
of Isaac
liars.
came out 6 years ago. It was a brand new thing. But now all of us people who've been playing those games are also the kind of people who are going to find Monolith and think, oh, it's a game that's kind of like Isaac. And then they're going to play it, but because they've already gotten so good at Isaac and Enter the Gungeon and these other games, and I'm going to keep mentioning those two because those are who I know, but since they've already gotten so good at those games, they just walk into Monolith and they just smash it in one go.
No, I get my ass kicked all the time.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I did not smash it in one go. So, no, not the case.
No.
Yeah, and that being said, I have not played those other two games. So,
Yeah.
You've not
But
played
I mean-
Binding?
no.
No, I haven't beat it
It's
though.
really good.
I haven't beat it. It's hard.
But I mean, like, I say that, but I can pull up the stats and I can look at, like, the achievements and just see how many people have reached how far. And I can see that about 20% of players have beaten floor 5. And there's actually a 6th floor that you have to, like, kind of unlock. And 5% of players have beaten that. So it's actually not, like, there's an overwhelming majority of people.
I would not say
No,
that's
that,
easy.
that does not make it an easy game at that point. That's 95% failure rate to get to level 6.
Well, to beat level
Yes.
6.
To beat level
I haven't
6.
gotten there yet, you know?
I know, but that's good. You don't want something so easy that you're
Yeah.
just breezing through. So, again.
So one thing I notice about Monolith that I really love is it is a very interesting art style you've got going on. Like, what was the design choice? I mean, it's one of those like new style retro kind of games, but it looks very. It's what your mind thinks like Super Nintendo games should look like, but this is like it's nicer.
I mean, I can't really speak to that. I'm not the artist, and he's not actually here.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get him on, but he's actually asleep right now. Because he's actually European. He's over in Germany, so it's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. there.
Was it somebody you worked on with any previous projects, or just somebody you guys saw?
Yeah, I've known him since about 2009. We've worked on a few things that haven't finished them. This is the first game we've actually done a major release of. But yeah, we've worked together for a very long time. The graphical style went through a lot of revisions, and if you actually go back and look at the very earliest versions, there's actually like monochrome versions of Monolith from like 2012
I gotcha.
that like it got iterated on a lot. And there's a lot of crazy stuff going on with like the theming, and we just kind of made stuff up as we went along, which was pretty funny. But we kind of tied it together as we've gone. I don't want to like get into too much details because
Yeah.
it's kind of spoilery. But I mean, you'll see like how far have you guys gotten in general?
I think I'm up on 4.
You've gotten to level 4.
I just started, so I'm only on 3.
Oh.
I
I'm way
am playing on a handicap though. I was playing it on the GPD Win, and there's a problem playing it at least on my GPD Win where I get a little bit of drift in the left stick, and that I played it with Xbox 360 controller on the Win, and it didn't have that problem. So
Yeah.
it's specific to that device. It could be specific to mine because let's face it, GPD's quality control is.
You've also gotten a lot of mileage out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been beat to hell too.
Anyway, yeah. So look, we tried to take from a lot of different things. We've both been very big fan of shoot 'em ups for a long time. We both really like roguelikes too. So it was sort of a natural thing that we mostly stumbled into, but they're actually things we're very good at making. Like Alex and I, Alex being the programmer and artist. We're both programmers. He's the artist, and we have another guy doing music. Who goes by Arc of Dream. And we're a like weirdly multinational thing. I'm Canadian, Alex is German, and the musician is Polish.
Huh. So again, you decided you started making this game in 2012. I mean, was it just kind of like a pet project you guys had on the side, and you kind of finally got to the point where you decided you'd release it now, or is it something you kind of worked on when you guys had spare time, or what was that like?
Well, in like early 2012, late 2011, The Binding of Isaac had just come out, and I actually got like really interested. I really liked the way the random generation was done in that game with the like grid-based, room-based thing, and I wanted to try and recreate that. But there were some things I didn't like about it. Like it was like The Binding of Isaac is a very rigid structure where it's like branches that never intersect, and I really didn't like that. So I just kind of messed around with that, and eventually it just sort of blossomed into a game. We had a bunch of ideas, implemented them, changed over time, and about 2014 we started like really going hard on it. We're like, we could actually probably make a real game out of this.
Okay.
And then we spent the next few years working on it, and finally scheduled it for release in June 2017. And we're actually still working on it now. We actually have a huge update coming out. We're planning it for July 10th. And it's actually going to be called, we're trying to settle on a name. I think we finally settled on After the End as the name of the update patch. And it is going to, now none of you have beaten the game, but I will say that the current version of the game ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, and the next patch is going to add a hard mode, and is also going to continue some of the story threads.
So
This will hopefully address some of those complaints about the game being too easy.
Right, so you are going to address those with the patch. All right.
Yeah, and we're also going to add
So it's going to be impossible for this group.
Yeah, really. Thanks.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the patch will also include a lot of rebalances, including major rebalances to the weapons. Fireball was a little too good, so we brought it back down.
I really love Fireball.
I wonder why now.
It was totally working for me.
But we have powered up some of the other things. You actually find that the base gun and Vulcan are quite a bit more powerful in the update.
Oh, nice.
You'll find that laser is a little bit more powerful as well.
Yeah, again, seeing what people talk about the game, I mean, people seem to really enjoy it for, again, having its rogue-like experience as well as being a really good shmup. Again, what would you say to people who might not be as comfortable with those kind of genres? What do you think might draw them to the game?
That's a very interesting question. I mean, all I can say is we've done a really good job, and we tried to make Monolith really fun, guys. You should try it.
I know. Again, across.
Okay, no, that is the best sales pitch I've ever heard.
Across the board, again, people do say again it's well polished,
Yeah.
it's fun, and again it's an interesting experience. So
And again, if you actually go on Steam right now, we've got over 100 reviews. Every single one of them is positive. There's one review that says not recommended, and the review says, I really liked the game, I'm planning to keep playing it. I just don't recommend it because I don't think it does anything new if you've played all the other games in this genre.
Oh, well, if I guess.
So
somebody's picky.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I was just going to say. Yeah.
Well, someone who...
So far we're at everyone who plays Monolith loves it.
So is it something that you can get in like 15 minutes,
Oh, yeah.
20 minutes,
Oh,
and get out? And I don't have to invest a day into it, It's...
I mean, that's the wonder of roguelites, especially ones that are time-based fast. We tuned Monolith to be a very quick game. A fully successful run through to floor 6 shouldn't take more than about 20, 25 minutes. Floor 5. And in fact, the S rank, if you beat floor 5 or 6, you get ranked on damage taken, time taken. And for floor 5, the high rank is actually for 20, which is pretty doable. So you can actually beat the game in under 20 minutes.
See, we've had this discussion on the show. A lot of us like those kind of games where you can just drop in, play the game quickly, and then get on with whatever else you're doing. It'd be great to have 100 hours to put into a game, but sometimes I just want a game that I can sit down for 10, 20 minutes.
You always want a game.
Okay, no. All right, yeah, I do actually. No, it's just
but you quickie out
That's fair.
for 10 hours.
Gamer.
yeah. I'm okay. I'm a little ADD when it comes to my game.
Play it for 20 minutes for 10 hours.
There you go, exactly. My kind of observation of the game is it looks kind of, to me, it feels like a cross between R-Type and Gauntlet.
I find it very funny. Monolith is a game that really, really inspires that kind of comparisons. And if you scroll through the reviews, you'll see so many X meets Y's, but they're never the same two X and Y.
That is interesting. Yeah.
We were just having we had a huge conversation about the graph. I don't think we've ever had such a discussion about graphic style.
To me, they still kind of have that R-Type feel to them. They really do.
My
I'm sorry.
favorite was the one who said it was Asteroids plus Zelda.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit of a stretch. I'm going to put
Also,
that out there.
Sebastian questions you on your Gauntlet comment.
Who does?
Sebastian.
No. It's, again, levels, procedural, generated.
Gauntlet isn't procedurally generated.
Yes,
No,
but
it's
you
the
have-
same
but
one,
you
but
have
it
that-
could be.
But you have that same kind of
Could
room
be.
feel to it. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sorry, with the boss monsters in the corners. I mean, it gave me that kind of feel when I played it.
Yeah.
I actually think Sebastian was just asking what Gauntlet is.
Oh.
Oh, well, in that case, Sebastian, Play Gauntlet. Yeah, play Gauntlet.
It's a
You're
classic.
missing a classic game here.
It's great.
I
It's
believe
when a
Gauntlet
bunch of
2
grown
is
men-
procedural generated.
It's when a bunch of grown men take their clothes off. Line
No,
up
whoa,
their
whoa, whoa.
clothes and do
Not
one
that
man.
game.
I don't
Not
think
that
that's
game.
it
Not
at
that
all.
game of Gauntlets.
Oh, you're talking about
The video game Gauntlets.
oh, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Well
Okay.
then. Well then.
So
Sorry.
besides the cool gameplay and the great graphics, so again I've seen comments, people commenting on the chiptune music, and I'm a big sucker for a chiptune in general. Who's the artist who did the music for you guys?
Oh, I'll give you a little secret. That's Sebastian in the chat. That was asked about Gauntlet.
Gotcha.
Okay, Sebastian. Amazing chiptunes, but play the game Gauntlet.
Not the game I meant.
Plus
Not the game he mentioned.
Plus 2 points for great music, minus 1 point for not knowing it.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yes.
And
But still positive points.
And yeah, he still went ahead.
Oh, there might be a few more songs in that upcoming update I mentioned.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
nice. Yeah.
So, I mean, they've got some new stuff hidden in there. One thing I'm very excited about is, so the update that's going to come out. So right now in Monolith, there are 7 weapons in the game. I believe there's going to be 13 or 14 when the next update comes out.
Wow. Okay, so that's besides the other things you talked about, that's quite additional to the weapons.
Was that some stuff you've already had planned? Because again,
Yeah.
that could really change the way you play the game for sure.
Weirdly enough, a little bit of it was, but a lot of it was I'd been really hesitant to add more than the initial weapons because we have the keywords things that like changes behavior.
Yep.
And I really didn't want to add anything that I was like, oh, that could just be a keyword. And I kind of loosened up on that a little bit. So right now we've got 4 new weapons added already. I have a 5th one coming soon. And so far I've added a drill weapon
Oh.
where you like hold a giant drill in front of yourself and you release it. It launches forward and goes through everything. Railgun, which is sort of a charge up, very, very fast projectile that goes through everything. Very, very cool. Probably my new favorite weapon in the game. Have any of you watched Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh hell yes.
You know the arrow?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the whistle. Yeah, the whistle.
Okay, yeah. If you have homing railgun, it looks exactly like that.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
I had a pretty good video I posted on Twitter of like the screen wrap bouncing homing railgun, and it just like hit the walls, bounced off, zipped through everything,
That
curved
sounds
around.
amazing.
I love the
like-
crap that you can shoot through walls with.
We have a really rapid fire short range gun called Pulsar, and we have a weapon called Thunderhead that shoots a massive, slow moving projectile that shoots bolts of lightning at nearby enemies as it travels through the air.
And all these have like the prerequisite like upgrades, right?
Pardon?
They all have like the upgrade.
Yeah, like the very
Upgrades
keyword,
available, yeah.
like,
So it just snaps some
I
people
mentioned
through
like
the wall.
the railgun has the homing and the bouncing and the screen wrap. The drill. Oh, the other thing about the drill is when you're holding it in front of you, it actually, like, enemies that hit it just get stuck in front of you and like drags them around with you.
Nice. Nice.
And you can get a keyword for it that makes it actually drag enemies with it when it's flying.
Oh.
So you like shoot it and the enemy's gonna like drag backwards with the drill as it flies through the air. And pretty soon I'm planning to add a spear weapon that like sticks in enemies and like bleeds them out.
So.
And some other things.
Yeah. So I mean, you've been working on this game a long time. What's your like background when it comes to gaming? Is there any games you really enjoyed playing growing up, or is it kind of a hobby you got into more recently?
I've been messing around with game design since like when I was very young, like when I was like 13 probably. And I actually started making. I made a bunch of like really crappy game maker games, and I still am to this day. We won't talk
Everyone's
about
got
that.
a hobby.
I mean, yeah, your crap games are gonna be better than anything guys' games with bigger can put out. So.
Yep.
You're like a superstar in this world.
I don't know. You haven't seen some of the demos I put out in 2008. In about
Did you
2009,
hire some
2010,
voice content?
Alex and I started working on a traditional shoot 'em up called Last Fighter D, which would go on to inspire Monolith in a few ways. That game never got finished, but we've adapted some of the ideas from it, and I might like to revisit that game someday, but we'll see. We'll see. that game never got finished. We made a few other little things that never got finished. And then Monolith is the first one that finally stuck.
That's because it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, again, how have your numbers been so far on Steam?
Well, you're not really allowed to talk about that. So
Shh. Bite my tongue.
But people like it.
Yeah,
So,
but like you said,
So,
only
I mean,
$8.
in some ways, when you say, how has the response been?
Well, evidently really good because of the 100 reviews, they're all positive except for the one douchebag.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Oh
wait, that's a thumbs down, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
well, we're lucky we'll change his mind at the update.
There you go. The hell is that?
That's Monolith.
Oh, you guys are going.
Sorry, I was just
don't play the
around.
game while we're doing the
He's
show.
playing, I'm not playing it.
He's giving us
We're
a
shooting.
I'm doing music sample.
Oh, all right. Little chiptune sample.
Sorry about
So
that. I'm back.
So
Dance
I
party.
mean, yeah, the one reviewer's like, I believe I read his review of Clean Sweep from the Backtracks, and it was like, it's pretty much the same as Batman, but
You know what's funny? He actually used that character on light. He actually in his review for Monolith, he actually calls it a light Isaac. So, we're back there again.
Yeah, don't go there again.
Well,
You-
but
you
see,
already have outrage.
I would object to him because of the idea that it's just you're using a ship combat versus like Isaac is.
Well, I think
Isaac
they
actually moves more into that fantasy stuff
Right,
I was talking
right,
about earlier.
exactly.
This is different.
This is different, and that's it. Yeah.
And
I think they're talking
I
about
gotta tell you, I've been sitting here and I got this weird vision of like this game multiplayer where you can like jump into other people's dungeon and like sort of like steal their treasure and jump out and they can jump into yours.
I'm already scared of programming it.
Yeah, no, it would be scary, but it'd be so awesome.
And Larry was so funny with the cheat. Great cheats.
There's one thing that intimidates me. It's online play.
Yeah, right?
No, I'm just imagining making it.
But just imagine you're like going through this and you're like firing and all of a sudden another ship shows up and you just starts firing.
No.
That's what,
The game is tough enough now. I do not need other people coming in and making it harder for me.
and then they steal your souls.
No,
Yeah.
I do not need that.
Oh, and you know there would be that guy.
Oh, there is. There's always that guy.
Oh, no, the guy that doesn't shoot anything but runs around. Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
No.
Does
Well,
not sound like a
it
good
would-
idea.
We'd have to implement line of sight though, because it's not funny if you get hide around corners.
What? I mean, if it was couch only, it'd be okay, because then you can elbow him.
Because you know that one guy's gonna hide around the corner with the shotgun triple fireball.
Yeah, you know it. Oh, bastard.
Okay, so this is your first big release as this particular group.
Yeah.
Anything else coming down the pipes that we should be keeping our eyes open for?
I mean, for the time being, mostly the additional updates to Monolith. We have After the End coming out in 2 weeks, and then we actually have quite a few updates planned after that. We've got a lot of stuff coming, and I'm hoping to keep supporting the game for at least a couple months, maybe more.
Is it going to be a paid DLC, or is it
No, it's all going to be free updates.
Thank frickin' God!
And in fact, when After the End comes out, we're currently thinking we might put it on sale.
Ooh.
This will be like extra cheap.
Okay.
But I gotta tell you, the level of content they're talking about, I wouldn't even have a problem with.
Yeah, I mean,
Paying a little
they're
extra.
adding lots to the game.
I mean, it's like when Dragon Age, Dragon Age Origins came out, when they came out with their extra content, that whole extra thing, it was like, I didn't have a problem with, paying extra for that. Because, you're virtually doubling it from what I heard.
Well, and again, with the weapons they're adding on this, and the more chip tunes, I mean, they're adding a lot of content.
adding music is big.
It really is. I'm sorry.
That is not something that's always added.
No,
Or
it's not.
Not even really
Yeah.
common.
No, very, very often you just add content without changing the soundtrack. And because this has got such a good soundtrack to it, adding more music to it adds a lot more to the game.
So, very generous on your part.
Well, I mean, the new music is gonna be like for the new stuff that's being added, because some of the content is like new bosses, So those are gonna have the new custom fight music.
Well, that's true. Every boss needs a new dance tune to come out to.
I mean,
That's
I
true.
mean, we're not allowed to add a new final boss and like not put new music. That's just a crime.
And of course, you gotta add some quick time events in there.
We'll see.
I'm not gonna do
Oh
that.
wait, Sebastian, I don't think the drill sound was. I don't see anything wrong with the drill sound. Sebastian never done said he's
Never heard the drill sound.
Yeah. No, I haven't heard the drill sound. No, never mind. Never mind. I was thinking, no,
Oh,
I'm drinking too much. Never mind. Continue.
Tom's in the future.
Yeah, I've been drinking too much already. It's okay.
It's been a rough. The crew, by the way, has had a rough couple weeks. It's been
Couple months. The hell,
So,
a couple
almost
weeks.
all of us have gone on vacation either together or apart.
We've been slave driven down here.
This is my first day that
Hey,
I'm actually
how does
able
that
to
make
walk.
that rough?
I
think
wanna
the only
know
person
like,
that's having a lot of
vacation qualifies as a rough month.
Oh, on
Oh,
vacation.
well, you have not vacationed with us.
Yeah, just watch the Florida episode.
Yeah,
you
it's-
have a good idea.
I went on vacation with my daughter, and she said, "You know what? We did an amazing amount of stuff, but I'm gonna have to sleep for a week after this."
We need vacations from our vacation.
Yeah, we really do. We really do.
We did the drink around Epcot.
Yeah.
That was-
Yeah, that
We
is.
guys
it's so
You guys
hard.
did it twice.
Yeah, we had your fault.
Because
Your fault.
we were busy doing the other 3 parks
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
all in one day.
Your fault. We had to do that twice.
Without drinking the whole time.
Yeah, but we were drinking the entire time. So.
Water and.
All right, guys. Do you have any questions that we want to talk about, or anything else we want to ask them?
I've only got to play the game a little bit. I'm very excited to try more. And again, it's only $8. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like it is a beautiful looking game. It is a beautiful sounding game, and the mechanics are solid. Like at the end of the day, and you can get that from what I've seen other people say about it, and you know that from playing it just like the first 5 years.
But you know something, you just hit on something you know that I'm all about. The mechanics are solid on the game.
Yeah.
You know, the game can have the best soundtrack, great graphics. If the mechanics don't play well, the game doesn't play well. This game had solid physics, solid mechanics. Everything worked well. The weapon choices and selections are great.
Nothing in it, nothing
And
lifts
was,
to the left
that was
unintentionally.
the most
No.
is make everything feel good. Game feel is so hard to get right and it's so important.
God, yes.
I'm amazed.
Like,
Go
I
ahead.
can't tell you the biggest change we ever made is earlier on in development you had secondary actives that you could swap out the same way you swap out weapons,
Okay.
and we just weren't having any ideas we were happy with. So we actually cut out that system entirely and just kept the 2 we liked the best, which were the bombs and the dash. At the moment the dash was like prime functionality, the game was so much better in every way.
Yeah, it's
It is almost indescribable.
No.
Just how much faster and smoother everything was. You get around so much faster. It feels good. You get to do the Zelda roll everywhere thing. You're just right-clicking dash everywhere. It's better than if you just made the player twice as fast because you're doing something.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works.
Yeah. So again, those 3 points. Again, it's cheap, and there's content still going to be coming out for it. Like I mean, I don't know what more you can ask for in a game. You
Yeah.
know? Again, it's a shmup and it's a roguelike. It's not going to be for everybody, but again, I think what it does amazing. So,
Yeah, and again, as I've always talked about, this kind of game's right up my alley. I like those games you can drop in, play for a bit, walk away from. I don't have the time to sit down and play 20-hour games. I like a game I can play for 10 minutes, I can play for 20 minutes, I can walk away from, come back to later in the day, come back to a week later, drop in again, drop back out.
I do have to say, and again, this is purely from a selfish nostalgia standpoint. Again, growing up in the '90s or whatever, I'm really happy with this trend of these very pretty yet very old
Retro
style
looking.
looking games.
Yeah.
Like again, you've got this. Somebody said the graphics kind of reminded them a little bit of Shovel Knight or something like that. But it's like these are way prettier games you ever got to play than the '90s. You know, it's got some actual processing power behind it, and it's just freaking gorgeous. So it gives you that really warm sense of nostalgia on the inside.
There is funny about a lot of these games, and there's almost like a fake retro look to it. Like, yeah, it kind of looks like what a
We went
16-bit
with-
game,
we went with-
16-bit game looks like.
We
But
went with
it's
Turbo
not
Graphics
actually
16.
a
Yeah.
16-bit game.
but
We
yeah,
decided.
we had a little discussion.
We
before
looked
it
at
started.
this.
It does kind of have the TurboGrafx 16.
It does. It has a TurboGrafx 16. Because the TG
Graphically,
16 kind of had
graphically
these
the game
bridge
flow
graphics.
is better. The game flow is better.
Oh, yeah,
but
definitely.
it definitely has that TurboGrafx 16 kind of feel to it as far as
I
the
don't know
graphics
how many
goes.
16-bit games ran at 60 FPS.
Well, okay, all right. You got us on that.
But for the graphics style, it was like, is it Commodore 64? Is it Amiga? We were kind of.
Oh no, it's way more than
It's like-
those.
Well,
like-
you're thinking.
Hey, don't say way more than the Amiga. I'm just gonna say right now. You'd be
No.
amazed what the Amiga
That might
can
be a
do.
little offensive in this group. But
You'd be amazed what you can do on an Amiga.
You're talking all the shit you want about the C64.
Yeah, C64.
Hey.
Go ahead and rail on that shit. Leave the Amiga alone.
I thought it was like solidly 16-bit.
How about a TG16?
I haven't obviously like run the palette comparison.
well, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like you have these retro games that are 16-bit, and it's like
I will say.
I don't think a Nintendo could have pushed it, you know, and a
Or
SNES.
SNES, yeah.
What
You know.
lines? Talking.
We weren't seeking to look like any specific system or console.
That might be why we couldn't decide.
This is some good high quality pixel art. It looks good. We made it look as good as we could in the time constraints, consistent style, all that stuff.
I gotta ask, what did you use for your development engine?
The game was actually made entirely in GameMaker.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Monolith is a GameMaker game.
It's no shoot 'em up construction kit. It's a much better thing.
Yeah.
Wow, because you're back there, weren't you? You went back.
Yeah, it was originally in GameMaker 8, and eventually we ported it over to Studio.
Nice.
It just plays really
Again, considering the game mechanics, that's freaking awesome.
I like to joke that a GameMaker game becomes good when you can't tell it was made in GameMaker.
Well, I would have never
Yeah.
guessed. Again, generally the game mechanics in GameMaker games are not that smooth.
I mean, you say that, but there's a lot of surprisingly good games made in GameMaker.
Yeah, and you wouldn't know they were made in Game Maker because it doesn't feel like they were made in Game Maker.
I think that might be the thing.
Yeah.
That's why I said that.
He raises an excellent point.
All right, yes.
It's kind of like a guitar. You know, if I pick up a guitar, it is not the same as if somebody who knows how to play a guitar
Actually picks up
plays
the
a
guitar.
guitar. Yeah.
All right. So,
can I throw a shameless, very single plug out for this?
yeah.
All right, so Ty from Lords of the Trident, I expect you to check this out because you told me 1,000,000 times how much you love Isaac,
Oh,
and
Oh, he'll love this.
He will
He's
love
watching.
this.
He's
I
on
think you
earlier.
should check this out.
all right.
So,
That was a good plug. All right. So, if people want to find the game, where can they find the game at?
You can find the game on Steam. You can also track us down at teamd13.com. Let me get you the exact one. It's team-d13.com is our official website.
All right.
Find us on Twitter at Monolith Devs, and I believe that's our main contact, right?
Correct. I gotta ask. So the game's available on Steam. Is it available anywhere else?
Not currently. We will probably eventually upload it to itch. We're not currently looking at anything else. We might. I don't want to promise any sort of ports. We've thought about it. Unfortunately, Game Maker Studio isn't really supported anymore, so you actually can't buy any of the porting tools through the official source anymore.
I didn't know.
So we'd have to like do some annoying stuff to port it. And Game Maker Studio never ported to any of the new stuff anyway.
Just checking on your website, you can play this on both PC and Linux, though, on Steam, correct?
The Linux version is. We're still sorting out the Linux version.
Gotcha.
So this is a PC only game, guys.
But hey, I mean, we
You
don't play
can
on
you
PC.
can emulate PC.
Yeah, I was like, it's not going to take a lot of power.
No,
behind
you're
it.
right. If you've got a good Linux box or a good Mac, you'll.
Don't whine.
I'm sure Monolith runs fine online.
All right, Rob, you want to go ahead and take us out?
Yep. Oh, I gotta give a shout out real quick.
Give a shout out real quick.
Right back at you, Benjamin. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks now.
Which one? Top 10.
Benjamin. No, not
Oh,
Thompson.
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, take us out.
All right, well, thank you very much for watching Guys, Games, and Beer. This has been an excellently educational episode, I think, by our standards.
We have really low standards, people.
Did you like this episode? Want to see some more? You can check us out at www.guysgamesandbeer.net. But wait! If you want some free gameses, you can go at www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer, where we hang out all week long and make stupid comments to each other. And yes, indeed, give away free games on Friday, if I remember. Hey, I was really sick last week, though.
Did you see a weird post from Guys Games Beer? Like, why are you posting?
It's Larry. It's Larry. It's Larry.
Yeah, that's true. No one up there. On Twitter, if you got your Twitter on, it's it's Guys Games Beer, no and there are free games on Wednesday when the boss monster gets on there and
Gives him away.
gives away. He often forgets he has really bad attention deficit disorder.
Yes, I do.
Sometimes he'll give away 2 or 3 at a time. Just forgot he gave one away.
It's like game roulette, you know.
All right. So, you want to check this game out? Check it out on Steam. You can just go to Steam, type in Monolith, and you will find their game. It's really, again, great. What I like consider a quick play game, something you can get into without.
It's good looking. It's good playing. It's
Great
cheap.
music.
There's more stuff coming to it.
Right. You can't ask for anything more than that. Check them out on Steam.
The links are, of course, below the show.
So
if you're listening to this on a podcast, read the description. You will see a link below that, which you probably are, because nobody watches this on YouTube.
Wow.
What?
Right.
We get a lot of views on
Nobody.
Facebook.
Nobody.
We can talk numbers.
Nobody. All right.
It's like a 10,000 to 1 ratio.
I know.
It's not good.
All right, take it out the rest of the way,
For
Rob.
some reason,
Finish
no one
this
wants
up.
to see our face. All right,
Wrap this
I will
mess up.
see you guys next week. Same bad time, same